And let's do one more degree of timing.
You know, Ricky was just all on that mission.
Nitrous time.
Holy Toledo!
That's a statement.
How's that muffin hitting you?
Okay, we finally made it. Ricky is all together. We got him off the trailer. Everything's going good. This is our pit for the weekend. We got a nice little camper trailer. Should make the living situation a little better. Both trucks, car hauler, my wife. So today we're not racing Ricky, which is kind of okay because there's a terrible headwind right now that's pretty drastic. So we're just gonna enjoy lunch, relax for a little bit, and then we're gonna do a little bit of race prep on him. We're gonna lower the front coilovers all the way down. Right now it's got a pretty big wheel gap, and my theory is by lowering the front, we'll let less air underneath the car, which generates a lot of drag and lift. And then second, we need to wire up the nitrous bottle heater system so that no matter what the temperature is outside, the bottles are at the correct pressure so we get the correct amount of nitrous and everything works really good together. But other than that, he's looking good. We got the number 696 this weekend. 69 was already taken by some dude in a stupid Camaro. So we gotta make sure we go faster than him. And then first pass tomorrow, I'll probably just do a nice 170 run, pull the chute, test it out, see how that feels. And then we'll start doing some full runs. So we're gonna have lunch real quick, and then we'll pull the car apart, change some things, and get it ready for tomorrow. Worked on Ricky for a little bit. We got him lowered down in the front, just to reduce a little bit of air that can get under the car and generate too much lift. That's actually a really cool shot. Dang. And then inside the car, we got the bottle heater all wired up, because with nitrous you want it to be the same pressure. So it's got a sensor, and basically it's a Hobbs switch. Whenever the sensor hits a certain PSI, it'll turn on or off a relay that heats up this bottle heater, and that bottle heater directly warms up the bottle. More temperature equals more pressure, and then when it hits the correct pressure, automatically turns off, and it'll kind of self-regulate there, so that when I go to run, the pressures are correct. So other than that, Ricky is all ready for some passes tomorrow morning. Again, we're staying at the track today. Pretty cool. And so that's about it. He is done, ready to race. And first thing tomorrow morning, we'll do a full rip NA. See what it does. Okay, today is race day. We got Rickster warming up right now. The cold start with that X98 deal is ridiculous. So we got a little line in front of us, but we should be pulling up in just a second. And then we're gonna do our first hit. I plan to just do a shakedown pass, do like a 180, pull the chute, make sure everything is good. But we'll see when we get out there, see what happens.
Okay guys, we're in line. Got 5 cars in front of me. Let's see what this baby can do.
It is going to be really loud.
lot of smoke.
Good run, how can you like?
Thank you, sir.
So it filled up the ventilator, the catch can. Yeah, the catch can just overflowed with oil and just spit some out. 188 even.
Cool.
Parachute stops this thing on a dime.
Really?
Immediately. Yeah. I was like, holy crap, I am on the brakes hard. And I was like, no, I'm not. That's the chute.
Wow. Chute works?
Chute works awesome. Chute works awesome.
Yeah, as soon as there was a puff of smoke, everyone was like, God, I hope he didn't use oil down the track.
No, they said the guy said that there was nothing behind me. So I short shifted the hell out of second.
What'd you shift at?
7,000. Third gear shifted at 75. Fourth gear 77. 76. All right, so the tune-up is really lean everywhere in this DA.
Okay.
Like you can see, we're at 105 kPa. We're actually at 103 kPa right here.
Okay.
Through the run. So we're gonna richen it up, and then figure out the catch can deal, why it dumped oil. Cause yeah, the cabin filled up with smoke.
That's fun.
I was like, oh, smoke, a lot of smoke, a lot of smoke.
Yeah, so why were you smoking?
So the engine has to vent itself, like the crankcase, and it vents into a little catch can. And if that catch can overflows, then the oil starts dumping out onto the headers.
Gotcha.
And then hot oil on headers that are really hot, a lot of smoke.
Yeah,
So
'cause everybody around me was like, well, he's gonna pop a tire. I thought you were spinning your tires like at 100 miles an hour.
And the Riverwood dudes were standing right next to me, and they were like, "Ah, shit! I bet he just oiled down the track."
Nope.
And then they were like, "Well, no, he got back in, and he might be okay."
I never got out of it.
You never got onto it?
I never got out of it. It's like, I'm gonna keep my foot forward. This motherfucker.
Only get so many runs in a day, make them count.
Yeah, it spun a little bit in second, but I just kind of drove through it. As you could probably tell.
Yes.
We gotta clean some oil up. Catch can said, we're done.
Did you just not empty it in a while, or did it fill up literally on that run?
I don't know, because I did a bunch of dyno passes and it never filled up and it never smoked. So I don't know. And I thought I drained it. Unless I never closed it again.
Yeah.
And the valve was just open, just dumping. Okay, so that run we did 132.7 to the quarter, 159.9 to the half, and 188 even to the mile. The catch can completely filled up and smoked oil everywhere, so we got to figure out what happened there. We're going to pull the spark plugs and make sure that the cylinder isn't down. And then the tune-up was super lean with this density altitude, so I richened it up. I did that pass with just 26 degrees of timing, so again, depending on how the plugs look, I'm also going to put another degree back in it. It made the most power at 27, so we'll try going to that as long as the plugs all look good. And then assuming everything is healthy and we figure out the catch can issue, we'll get back in line and make another hit, see if we can break into the 190s NA, and then we'll start spraying it. Okay, so the catch can completely filled up. There's oil all over the car. It's completely full. And so we're trying to figure out what happened. I've got Ben pulling spark plugs. Did we lose piston rings with the nitrous on the dyno? And then I remember that when I put the nitrous bottle in, I shut the accumulator valve. So there are 9 quarts of oil in the engine. There's supposed to be 6, and the additional 3 are supposed to live in the accumulator. But because the accumulator valve was closed, all 9 quarts were in the oil pan, completely sloshing.
Killing horsepower.
Oh, that's probably worth 20 horsepower.
Yeah.
So let's open the accumulator valve, make another run, and it will probably go 190. And the motor's assumingly perfectly healthy because the accumulator's shut. So that's why it filled the crankcase with oil. You live and you learn. Progress is being made. All right, so we have decided to fulfill our land speed racing destiny, and we brought out the masking tape. We are now those tape guys, and we're gonna go put the car back in line, run it again, NA, a little more fuel, a little more timing, try to break 190.
Okay, we're back in line. We got the accumulator fixed, the catch can is drained. The tune-up was too lean, so I added some more fuel. We put a degree of timing back in it. That made the most power. And the spark plug was awesome. So really hoping for a 190 hit.
Slow shake.
160, it's gonna be close.
There we go. limiter, 190.9. It's nitrous time, motherfucker! Oh, I really thought hitting the limiter was gonna be a no-go, but you know, Ricky was just all on that mission, he knew it. Yes, sir! Woo!
Even with the misshift.
Even with
Just
the mission.
slammed the limiter in fourth gear, and I was like, fuck, it's over.
It's not over, sir. 190.9 is what that was?
I see it, yeah.
Yes, sir.
How did, let me see the first ticket. So we picked up about a half mile an hour in the quarter, picked up a half mile an hour in the half, but then picked up almost 3 mile an hour at the mile. I think that's a direct result of the oil.
I think so.
Just that windage when you're just at 7 grand, just humming.
Sitting there. Yeah. So.
Well, that's a 190 shirt.
Yes, sir.
That's a milestone. Now you know what time it is?
Turn on the spray.
Nitrous time.
Alright, we're back in line. This is going to be a nitrous pass. I've got the nitrous tune-up loaded in the computer. Again, I'm going to try to spray it in third. We'll see how it does. We'll definitely spray in fourth and fifth. So, this is it. This is going to be a spicy one. We'll see what happens.
Freaking obliterated 200.
13
That's a
miles.
statement. 203.
13 miles an hour faster.
Holy Toledo.
Attaboy.
That was so fast. Jesus Christ.
Wild man.
So this is Sean's car, our friend that's racing with us this weekend. 488 GTB. Coming out here for the first time, see what it does. Good morning, everybody. Happy Halloween. Today is day 3 of the mile, day 2 of racing for us. So again, to recap, at the end of those runs, it was so hot in the day that I was gonna put my phone up on the windscreen, or the windshield, to do the draggy GPS overlay. But literally my phone got too hot and had to shut itself down. So the car went 203.4 yesterday. We pulled spark plugs last night. The distribution with a single nozzle isn't the greatest. I've got some cylinders that are super cold and like don't know there's any nitrous going on, and I've got other cylinders that are getting all the nitrous. But even on the cylinders that are getting the hottest, the ground strap timing mark is perfect actually. It's right at 90 degrees. So we're leaving timing completely alone. The fuel was about 5% too rich. I'm targeting 0.82 lambda, and we were 5% rich of that. So I went down again in 1 fuel jet size. And the fuel jet size we have in there is basically corresponding to maybe 100 shot of what the nitrous jet would be. And we've just got the biggest nitrous jet in it, just to flow whatever the solenoid can get out of itself. But today, the car is up there in line already. And it's a really cold day. And so we're hoping that with the extra air and density altitude, it might go 205. This is the goal. That's what I want to do today, is go 205. Yep. So that's it for Ricky. And then Sean's car, the Ferrari, he is bracket racing right now. He went 179.3 his second full throttle run, and then he backed it up with a 179.4. And so it's super consistent, which is cool. But again, those runs were dead of the heat yesterday. So today, he's all of just a few cars ahead of me. And so he'll get a first light run in the nice cold air with no wind at all right now. The grass isn't even flinching. Really nice conditions. So he'll get a good run. Hopefully he can go 180 plus and get the 180 chirp, which it should. I think half a mile an hour just from a 30-degree drop in air temperature is totally feasible. And so that'll be cool to see him do it right in front of me. And then I'll go next. On this next run, I'm going to also do the POV mounted camera and make sure draggy's working, and I'm going to run an external battery in the GoPro so we don't have to worry about it overheating. How's that muffin hitting you?
Fantastic.
You devoured
Very nice.
that thing.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're back in line. First engine off today. Pretty much the same tune-up, just a little bit less fuel, a little better air. And hopefully we have a nice clean run.
ya. So it went 2026, still put up 200. So I think we're done for the weekend with this car. I want to see what Sean's doing though. Hopefully he made his 180 pass. The bottle pressure on that run was about 850, so we didn't get the heater on it soon enough to get it up to the 950 1000 where it should have been, and I think that's directly why we lost
I would
a
imagine
mile an
so.
hour. But tune-up still looks really good. Motor still had great oil pressure throughout the run, so nothing to be ashamed of. We backed up 200, and what'd you do?
181.
Yeah! So first lick.
Yeah, yeah.
Colder air makes more power.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Big time.
That's cool.
Congrats, man. Second one over 200.
Yeah, backed it up.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Very
He
good.
gets a shirt.
You get the 180 shirt now.
Yeah, man.
That's what it's all about.
It's all about the shirt.
We're here for the shirts.
So we're done running Ricky, and now we're gonna, are you going again or? Yeah, it's cool. So we'll get some footage of Sean's running and go from there. All right, here's Sean. Oh, that's so cool. $128 in the quarter. 155 in the half. $180.2, backing it up.
Attaboy.
Awesome. Okay, that wraps up the weekend here for us at Texas Mile. Ricky's all back together in street trim, ready to go home. I'm not gonna do too much. I'm not gonna do anything to him immediately because coming in December, we're gonna take him somewhere and film something really cool that I'm very excited about. And I can't wait to show you guys. But you'll have to wait until December to see what we're talking about. And then after that, for the next mile, we're probably not gonna add too much more power. It'll just be more chassis work, getting the car prepared for the next engine that I have coming for him. So we'll just do a new ECU system, a little more nitrous maybe, and then definitely some aftermarket brakes now. But that's all I've got for y'all now. Thanks for watching. See you later.